Blackstone Audio presents
Libertarianism by David Boaz. The book is subtitled A Primer. Chapter 1. The Coming Libertarian Age. In 1995, Gallup pollsters found that 39% of Americans said that the federal government has become so large and powerful that it poses an immediate threat to the rights and freedoms of ordinary citizens. Pollsters couldn't believe it, so they tried again, taking out the word immediate. This time, 52% of Americans agreed. Later that year, USA Today reported in a front-page story on post-baby boom Americans that many of the 41 million members of Generation X are turning to an old philosophy that suddenly seems new, libertarianism. A front-page report in the Wall Street Journal agreed. Much of the angry sentiment coursing through voters' veins today isn't traditionally Republican or even conservative. It's libertarian. Because of their growing disdain for government, more and more Americans appear to be drifting, often unwittingly, toward a libertarian philosophy. Writing in 1995 about the large numbers of Americans who say they'd welcome a third party, David Broder of the Washington Post commented, "The distinguishing characteristic of these potential independent voters, aside from their disillusionment with Washington politicians of both parties, is their libertarian streak. They are skeptical of the Democrats because they identify them with big government. They are wary of the Republicans because of the growing influence within the GOP of the religious right." Where did this sudden media interest in libertarianism come from? As USA Today noted, libertarianism challenges the conventional wisdom and rejects outmoded statist ideas, so it often has a strong appeal to young people. As for myself, when I first discovered libertarian ideas in my college days, it seemed obvious to me that most libertarians would be young, even though I was dimly aware that the libertarian books I was reading were written by older people. Who but a young person could believe in such a robust vision of individual freedom? When I went to my first libertarian event off campus, I was mildly surprised that the first person I encountered was about 40, which seemed quite old to me at the time. Then another person arrived, more the sort of person I had expected to meet, a young woman in her late 20s. But her first question was, "Have you seen my parents?" I soon learned that her 60-ish parents were the...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?